Hey y'all, what's up? It's your girl Autumn Ashley, owner of Looks by Art Boutique, and welcome to my channel. Okay, so today we're gonna be doing a get ready with me and a little Q&A to get to know me. So yeah, let's get to it. Okay, let's start really general. So where are you from? I am from Philadelphia. I was born in West Philly, and then I moved up to East Oak Lane. Some people would think that's uptown. When you're from Philly, you know East Oak Lane is East Oak Lane. What school did you attend? I attended Chain University, the first HBCU. CU. Okay, now I'm gonna put my Hydro Milk primer on for my foundation. I love this primer because it gets really tacky and it really like helps the makeup just like not move. Okay. The next question is, I see someone said, where do you see LBA in 5 years? Let's come back to that. I'm gonna talk about my whole 5-year, what I want, what I see for myself, what I want for my business, other businesses I want to, ventures I want to jump into. What made you start Looks by Art? So first of all, let me just tell you about Looks by Art. Looks by Art is an online boutique for women or men, you know. If you want to dress like a woman, whatever you want to do. But I created the boutique because I really love women. I believe in the power of women. I believe in self-esteem. And I believe when you look good, you feel good. I was always that type of person whose friends come to them like, Autumn, what should I wear with this? And I'm always like putting outfits together for them and just, helping them create that moment. And that's something I really like, to find that piece to create that fashion moment. So this year, COVID happened, and it was just like, what, Autumn, it was something I wanted to do, but it was like, what, Autumn, just take that leap of faith and create your boutique. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take, so girl, just do it. Okay, so I'm gonna do my foundation, but I need to clean this brush a little bit. So my primer, still a little tacky, which I love. So I use a stipple brush when I put my foundation on, and I'm currently using, it's just not really showing, Estee Lauder Double Wear Stay in Place makeup in the shade Cinnamon. It is a little bit darker for me, but it's cool. It's cool. Okay, so next question. What made you start your channel? So this is a little story. In the beginning of quarantine, I wanted to start a YouTube channel for makeup. This was before I had started my boutique, because I started my boutique. I started the process of it in like the end of September, but I launched it in November. So I wanted to do a YouTube channel anyway for makeup, lifestyle, but I didn't do it because I just felt like it wasn't the right time. So once I created my boutique, my aunt, she helps me. Another side story, she owned a boutique growing up, and that was another kind of inspiration to be like, Autumn, if your aunt did it, you can do it. So she's helping me right now with my online boutique. So she suggested to me that I do a YouTube channel just to show my brand, like for anybody who's starting a new business, starting an online boutique, dropping some gems, some makeup routines, just anything. gym workouts, like just the whole lifestyle. And it just adds to something different that will separate my boutique from others. We'll have the boutique and my brand, my personal brand, and mesh them all together. Okay, what's another question? I answered the boutique. What's your biggest fear and why? I don't really have too many fears. I don't live in fear. But then, you know, we all have fears or whatever. So I will say mine is, okay, so remember when we were younger and everybody used to send those like chain texts? And there was like this one that said like something along the lines of like falling into like a ditch, or like, you know, like one of them little holes in the ground and nobody comes and saves you. I'm really kind of scared of those things, like falling into those little things on the sidewalks. And I feel like it'll be just my luck. Can't nobody come save me. Now I'm about to die in here. That and mice. Like, I just think mice, rats, all of that are so disgusting looking. And, oh my god, it's so nasty. But other than that, I don't really have no other fears. Which I'm actually pretty grateful, because, you know, people be out here scared of everything, and you can't make no moves like that in life. You just gotta jump out the work and do things. Alright, let me go and try and do this eyebrow before I mess myself up. Okay, so I really just line my eyebrows. Well, first of all, what do I use? I use Anastasia Dip Brow in shade dark brown. I line my brow, and then I just fill in. I like a ombre brow. Like, you know, in high school, I was looking at my old pictures, and my eyebrows used to be blocky as hell. Like, why ain't nobody ever tell me about myself? Okay, well, that's a perfect, let me see. That's a perfect segue to one of these questions. And it was something about how did your makeup journey start or something like that. Oh yeah, talk about how you got into makeup and what you started with in an everyday makeup tutorial. Okay, I'll do an everyday makeup tutorial video. But how did I get into makeup? Okay, so growing up, my mom always wore makeup, and I kind of felt like that was like a real feminine thing to do. Like, when you go out, you put makeup on. Like, you know, there are some very beautiful natural girls out here in this world, and they don't wear makeup, and that's their preference. But I just always felt like, as a woman, you gotta know how to do a little something. So I would always like play in makeup, and then my mom, it was a thing in my house, like, you could wear makeup when you turn 15, because like my mom just didn't care. So I really started in makeup, I don't know if I was specifically 15, but I was definitely in high school. But I really started doing like little things like eyeliner, mascara, color lip gloss, and lipstick, like maybe either my junior or senior year or something like that. Hold on, let me hold this up so you can really tell. But when I got to college, baby, have you ever been on an HBCU college campus? You ever been to Fried Chicken Wednesdays? Them girls be stepping out. And once I got there, I said, oh no, I gotta step my game up because my cookies is crumbling. Yeah, so that's really when I really started getting into it, like watching YouTube videos, practicing my makeup to go nowhere. Literally sitting in my dorm, face beat. So, and it was times where I was practicing literally every day. Like, I was just determined. One thing about me, if I'm determined to learn something, I'm gonna learn it. So I just eventually, you know, over time, you keep practicing, I got better. So yeah, that's what got me started. And the products, I think the question was like, the products that you started with. I really started with like, what's that brand? It's not NYX. Now what's gonna bother me? Let me go look up the brand. Like I would go to CVS and go pick up like some NYX stuff and what else? Maybelline Fit Me foundation. Like that was like my beginning foundation because it wasn't expensive. Mind you, I was still in college. Like my first semester of college, I didn't have a job because I was just trying to get accoladed with school. So I had some money left over from, I had got a couple scholarships. So I used that money to kind of like fund whatever I was doing. Plus my parents would give me just a little bit of money. So I did that. But what is that brand? I'm really like, Elf. That was what I first started with, and it was because, okay, Cheney had a bookstore, and I was a part of their Keystone program, which basically Keystone was a program that provided for partial scholarships. So I got a full ride to college, and because your girl was smart, honey. Yeah, I got that full ride, and we got like little stipends, so we could use the stipends in the bookstore to go buy our books. And like if you had money left over, you could go to the bookstore and they had like little makeup things there. So my freshman year, we used to like rack up on just like makeup, elf makeup, because they ain't have nothing else too crazy. So I would just rack up on elf makeup, and that's when I would start trying stuff. Okay, but elf makeup really to me is not that good, but I didn't know that at the time. So yeah, that's what I began with, and I used some, like I said, some NYX, some Fit Me foundation, some Black Opal. I still use Black Opal to this day because it's so good. What else? I think that's it. Like when I first really started getting into full bead skin and stuff, it was a lot of trial and error. Okay, so I have dark circles under my eyes, and that's why I just put this kind of orangey concealer under, or really reddish undertone, and I just blend that out. I've always had dark circles. I think they're hereditary. I'm definitely going to start trying some new things to get rid of them a little bit, but the best thing of makeup is it covers it up. It covers it all up. It's really crazy. Like when I was a freshman in college, I'm really cracking up in myself because I really used to be doing beats with elf makeup, and ain't no shade to them, but yeah. Another question that someone asked me was drugstore makeup, which I kind of talked about, but I'm gonna emphasize a little bit more. Maybelline Fit Me is like, okay, I'm not gonna say it's comparable to NARS, but it's very good. Very good, especially for your first time learning how to blend and all that stuff. Girl, I know some professional makeup artists that still don't mind using a little bit of it, you know? Okay, now I'm gonna conceal. After I blended that out, blend it out just yeah. My freshman year, I learned so much about makeup. I couldn't even put lashes on. It took me forever to learn how to put on a strip of lashes. I remember this girl I was cool with. I used to always ask her to put my lashes on. Eventually I just had to learn how to do it myself. Can't be depending on nobody else put your lashes on. Girl, if you don't learn, besides, yeah, not besides nothing. But I also, fun fact, used to do lashes for a very short time. And shout out to all my lash techs, because that is hard. That back be hurting and aching. And yeah, let's see, another question. Have you ever considered doing other people's makeup? Not really. I feel like doing your own makeup to doing someone else's makeup is completely different. I know my face, what I like, and being an actual makeup artist is hard. Like, you have to learn people's face. It takes a lot of like capital, because makeup ain't cheap. Child, makeup is just not cheap. It takes a lot of practice, and you have to have a passion for that, like anything in life. But you really have to have a passion for that. Like, you just can't be out here kind of beating people's faces and it looks a mess, because some people's faces be a mess. So I use a flat brush to blend my concealer, because I find it's easier to get into like the little corners up here and make my lines and stuff. Yeah, so to answer the question, no, I don't want to be nobody's makeup artist. That's just not for me. I'd rather do my own, and that's it. This little thing that I do here, I drag it out. I like for my eyeshadow to kind of look a little bit like, you know, snatched a little bit. So I kind of always do that to make it kind of makes it look cleaner. Like, I don't like my eyeshadow just kind of, it's just like sitting there. Like, it has to have some shape to it. All the faces you make while doing your makeup be hideous, like, bruh. Okay, so this is what I mean. I can take my brush, line my contour, not my contour, my concealer on my nose for that clean kind of look and feel. And I can also get up in my cracks under my eye, my bags. So the question was, do you prefer drugstore or high-end makeup? I think it's all about perspective. There are some drugstore makeup brands that, you know, I do use. I don't think I have any specific preference. It's just, you know, when you pay for high-end makeup, you just expect the quality to be a little bit better, because if I'm paying $50 for a foundation, if I'm paying $50 for a foundation, it definitely needs to be better than a $12, $13 bottle of foundation, because that's a big difference. But, you know, different people's skin like different things. Okay, I'm going to contour. I have cream contour with Black Opal. This is their, I don't even know, like, this is a foundation stick, I think. Yeah, it's a foundation stick, but I use it to contour. Got my cream contour blended in. Let me go back over my, not my concealer, my concealer under like the cracks in my eye, just to make sure that it's not cracking like super duper badly, because I'm about to bake, and how you bake is how you what's the word I'm looking for? How you bake is how it's gonna last all day. So, and even though I said I'm gonna bake, not really, I just really just like press into my skin. Like, I press this powder in, honey. And even you can tell just that little bit of powder from here, it's a little shiny, to here, matte. sometimes when I'm feeling like it, I might let the powder sit just a little bit on the sides of my nose, but that's not even an all the time thing. It's kind of just like when I feel. And I guess another reason why I don't necessarily have to bake, I have dry skin. So I feel like baking really works for those that have oily skin. And also my foundation is matte. Like I use, it's crazy because you're really not supposed to when you have dry skin. You're supposed to use like products that aren't mattifying, but I just love the way it looks on my skin. I'm hungry. I need to go eat. I want a smoothie. Bring her all the way down. Now, we could completely stop here. But sometimes I like to go over with my darker concealer to really kind of bring that contour just a little bit in. Just a little bit right in the bridge. It's just the bridge, but you know, that place between the eye and the eyebrow. Now I'm going to use my blush. I use KKW blush. I just ordered some NARS Orgasm blush, so I can't wait to try that. Let me see, what's the next question? Okay, what inspires your style? I think a couple things inspires my style. So growing up watching my aunts and the women in my family and my mom dress, that's one. But when I was younger, I was a tomboy, so we'll see. I wasn't really a tomboy, but I just didn't, I tried to kind of go against the grain. I wasn't trying to dress how they was trying to make me dress, let's put it that way. But growing up, I would kind of see how they dress. I'm definitely very much a girly girl. Now, it's heels over sneakers any day. Smile like this and get my apples. So yeah, I look at a lot of people's styles on Instagram. One person I love, and maybe we definitely don't have the same particular style, but I just admire her style. Majori Harvey, I think she's so gorgeous. And her daughter, Lori Harvey. But I think I look at a bunch of people's styles and kind of piece together the things that I like. I feel like I like prints and I like different colors. I wear a lot of black. Black for me is I just love black. I don't know why, I just always have. Put a little on my nose. But I think my vibe is kind of like giving Carrie Bradshaw in Sex and the City. That's what I think it is. But I don't, a lot of things inspire my style, and I think it's kind of always changing. Like I think I'm going to go through a phase where I'm wearing a little bit of streetwear. I love Tiana Taylor. I think she's so original. Who else? Rihanna. Love her. I like a little bit of classy, a little spice of sexy and edge. I like fashion. Like I love being able to, you know, show some skin, but I love like when people really pull it all together and it's a look. Like, baby, you're a look, you're a vibe. Not just, oh, that's a cute little set. No, it's a whole, you're giving me an aesthetic. So now I'm going to, I think I'm going to save my highlight for last. I'm going to do my eyes. Yep. Okay, I feel like I want to ask one more question I want to answer. But let me get this situated real quick. Start cleaning these brushes and put the powder on my piece. Okay, so the last question that I saw was, where do you see yourself in 5 years? Where do you see LBA in 5 years? Looks by Odd. And I'll be honest, I see Looks by Odd being a multi-million-dollar company, honey. I do. I see myself being a full-time entrepreneur. I see just success, living the life that I want, not working for the white man, because it's just not giving working 9 to 5, you know, what, 40 something years of your life for corny benefits. Their 401k. No, thank you. The only way I can see myself working. Hold on, man. I do this to really show off the contour. The only way I really see myself working is if, for like a company, is if I'm like a CFO or something, COO, because y'all gotta be paying me a whole lot to stress over a company that I'm not running. Okay. Or if it was like, you know what, I wouldn't say this is a dream, but what I would do, I probably would work for like a makeup company, a makeup brand, you know. Maybe somewhere along the way my boyfriend told me I should create my own makeup. Well, somewhere along that. I don't know, but a 9 to 5, it's not a regular 9 to 5, it's a regular job. Oh no, it's not giving that baby at all. Okay, so I'm going to use, no, not that one, the Jackie Anastasia palette in the shade Ginger. That one. I'm going to go in to the Anastasia's palette Soft Glam, wet the brush again, and I'm going to go in with color Glistening and just kind of put it like in my corners. Okay, so have that on both of our eyes. Feel like we're done with the eyes. Okay, and we're gonna take some mascara and little mascara on. I'll let that dry a little bit. I could do my highlight while that's drying. Okay. Ooh, excuse me. Got my lashes. We're gonna apply these babies and keep it going. So after I put my lashes on, clean up my highlight, or not my highlight, my powder, put some lip gloss on, and then I'm going to show you guys the finished look and my outfit for the day. Okay, so now this is the final look. Top, MBF denim. I don't like how you can't really see a full body, so I'm gonna drop a picture. Thank you for watching my channel. Like, comment, subscribe for our next drop. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoy. Okay, in addition to the YouTube dropping, we are launching our 8 Days of Christmas. So shop Looks by Aught. We will have 20% off everything today only, and the code will be 8 Days of Xmas. I'm going to drop the code down in the description box. And also, any purchases made today, you will be entered into our raffle to get a $50 gift card for any purchases. Christmas is my very favorite holiday, and I'm so upset that I can't spend it with family and be with friends. So this is my way of just spreading some holiday cheer, some holiday love. I hope you guys love it. Yeah, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays.